Internet! I'm Emily, I'm a makeup amateur and a YouTube amateur, and welcome to my channel. Today, I've got this huge box of stuff here that I bought from the FabFitFun Spring Add-On sale. Now, the add-on sale is usually items that you can pair with your box, and it'll arrive at the same time as the stuff you're getting in your quarterly box. Usually, you can't just shop the add-on sale without paying for a box. However, I was on an annual subscription, so that's where you pay for all 4 boxes of the year at once, and you get a pretty big discount if you do that. And none of the items in the spring box really interested me. So I actually canceled my spring box, and because I was still on the annual subscription, so the spring box was already paid for, they gave me a credit that I could spend in the add-ons sale, which is what I did. So I didn't get a spring box, and actually that's pretty unusual for me because if you're an annual subscriber, you can choose for 5 categories. The seasonal subscribers can only choose 3. And there's so many options, but there was really nothing that appealed to me, and there was no point in getting an entire box for maybe 1 or 2 things that I kind of like. That's pretty rare. Usually I'm really excited about most of the stuff that comes in my box, which is why I decided to skip it, because there was no sense in getting a whole bunch of skincare stuff I didn't want, or like home decor type things that just really weren't my taste. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, they're trying to appeal to a very large subscriber base, and just my personal style really didn't fit in with the box this month. But I managed to find some great stuff in the add-on sale that I'm really excited about. So just like an actual FabFitFun box, there's a lot of different categories you can shop for at the add-on sale. They have some beauty products, they have some skincare, hair care products, but then they also have things like home decor, accessories, jewelry, workout gear, even clothes. Now the clothes are a little bit dicey because you can't return them if they don't fit. I think I've only bought like 3 things from them, 3 or 4, and they all fit okay, but I knew I was taking a bit of a risk. I don't have any clothes this time around. So I bought mostly makeup and like home good type of things. So I'll start with the makeup because I'm actually not wearing lipstick at the moment. Just so I can talk about the lipstick that I bought. It is the lip cream from Jouer. It's their matte version. Now I have a metallic lip cream from Jouer, and I also have one of their lip glosses. They were both in my February monthly makeup box, so I did talk about them in that video. This one is a different formula that I haven't tried before because it's the matte version. I got the shade Ballerine. Ballerine? I'm assuming c'est française, so Ballerine. It's this nice pale pink, and I'm going to try to put it on here without looking too goofy. I do have a lip balm on already. Okay, so there's a reason that I don't usually put on makeup on camera. And the reason is that the lighting in here can be kind of, the window is over there, and then the light is up there, but it's not all that bright. So usually when I'm sitting here at my desk, I have to hold up the mirror like at such a really awkward angle to get like light on my face reflected in the mirror. So I didn't want to be like doing one of these, because that would probably look really weird. And also, I have once or twice dropped the mirror on my face, which is not super fun. So I think that's a nice like light color. I probably have something pretty similar to that, but I did want to try the matte formula, and it was quite inexpensive. I don't have the prices with me at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'll put on the screen like the regular price of what it would usually cost and then what I paid for it. So I think that's a really pretty soft, delicate pink. It's a little peachier actually. It comes across looking slightly warmer than it does in the tube, but I like it. It's a little thin. I think that could just be because I already have a lip balm on and it kind of like mixed with that, but I can already feel it drying down. I think it's actually settling into my lip lines a little bit. It's not my favorite thing for a lipstick to do, but hopefully it looks good on camera. The second thing I bought is a Stila Little White Lies liquid eyeshadow. Now, I have tried a bunch of the Stila liquid eyeshadows, most of which I purchased through FabFitFun because they kept having them at a really cheap price. This one is actually from a line that I had never heard of before. They had a second one available that was more of like a peachy pink color. The whole point of them is that they're supposed to look white when you first apply them, and then when they go on the lid, they kind of shift to whatever color they're supposed to be. So this one is like a lilac. Literally, it's the shade Lilac Legend. I don't know how much color changing powers there really are to it, because if you're looking at it in the tube, it already looks kind of like it has a purple lilac shift to it, but we'll see what that looks like. I'm just going to swatch this one on my hand. Okay, so it did actually shift a little bit more iridescent. I like that. I think that looks really cool. I'm excited to use that as like an eye topper. I really like the Stila liquid eyeshadows. Like, they have such a comfortable formula. They usually last a pretty long time. The more chunky glitter ones, like there's multiple lines. There's the shimmer ones, there's the matte ones, and then there's the glitter ones. The glittery ones can flake a little bit over time, but the other two, in particular the shimmer, is like my favorite. The next item I got is this nail file from London Town. It's a glass nail file, and it comes in this cute little velvet case. So I've never owned a glass nail file before. You can see it's like kind of a translucent white. The end of the handle is here. It seems pretty sturdy. It does have like a bit of a jagged texture to it. I have a nail file that's metal. It's a couple years old. I think I bought it when I was in university. I think it's about 4 or 5 years old, and it has started to deteriorate. Now, I never realized that you were supposed to replace a nail file after a while. Like, they do just get used up over the years, and the metal surface is like not going to be as effective anymore. Christine of Simply Nailogical like swears by glass nail files, and you know, she has long, beautiful nails, so of course I'm gonna take whatever advice she can give me. I also actually, the first time I heard about these is actually from like the strangest place. One of my all-time favorite baseball players is a pitcher by the name of R.A. Dickey. He's retired now, but he threw like a specialist type pitch called a knuckleball. And for a knuckleball, it's really, really important that you have a good grip on the ball before you throw it, or else it's just not going to work. And that requires your nails to be the same consistently so that you can get the same grip to throw the ball. So they can't be broken. They can't be like too short. They can't be jagged and gross like you would probably expect an athlete's nails to be. Because then you're not going to be able to throw the ball correctly and you're going to like perform really horribly. So I read an article and an interview with him at one point where he was talking about glass nail files. And I was like, that is such a weird concept. So it's taken me several years to actually acquire one, but this was pretty cheap. I think it was $5 or $6 at the sale. You know, I needed to replace mine, although it's worked well for me for several years. So that's why I picked this up. So that concludes kind of the makeup beauty stuff. I also bought a bunch of housewares in the sale. So this is kind of makeup adjacent. It's an acrylic palette organizer, and I have a metal one that I got. I mean, it was not sold as a palette organizer. That's just what I decided to use it for. I have a metal one that I got at Marshall's, I think, a while ago, but it only had 3 slots in it. And this one is much, much bigger. It's from Sorbus. It is 10 sections. It's like a clear acrylic, and I really liked this one because the bottom of it is this lovely rose gold, so I think it's just like a nice pop of color as well. Part of my effort to be more conscious about my makeup use is to keep in mind like the things that I already own instead of buying more makeup. So I'm trying to shop my stash. I'm trying to be more thoughtful about which things I have that I like and that I use and which ones I can maybe get rid of. And something that I've seen recommended when you're trying to do something like that is keeping your palette visible to you. Because if they are in a drawer, which is where most of mine are, they get kind of hidden. You maybe don't see them. You don't think about them as much, like literally out of sight, out of mind. So then you're less likely to use them. Or if you open up the drawer, you know, you're not in the mood to root through the huge stack that's in there. And so you just end up using the one on top over and over. So I think this is a beautiful solution to that. Now, obviously I need a surface to put them on somewhere. I might, you know, use my dresser or a bookshelf or something. There's 10 rows, but if you have skinnier palettes and you stand them on their end, like I'm sure I could put 2 Anastasia ones side by side, no problem. So I'm really excited to use this. I'm really hopeful that it'll help me get better use out of my makeup, and I'm really glad I could pick this up at the sale. So you might detect a bit of a theme in the next couple of items. I love pineapple. I like eating them just as a food, but also my favorite TV show, SaIe, used them as like branding, and it was kind of like their logo was a pineapple, because in the very first episode, one of the actors improvised a line involving a pineapple that was just kind of there on set. And everyone thought it was so funny that they then started hiding a pineapple in every episode. So now when I see pineapples, because that show was so funny and like just enjoyable, and it's kind of like my happy place is watching it, every time I see a pineapple, it just makes me happy because I have like that kind of image association. It's kind of become my thing, and so people will see something with pineapples and just like buy it for me. Like 2 different friends bought me like string lights that were shaped like pineapples on 2 different occasions. I have been given socks, I have been given scarves, t-shirts with pineapples on them. My phone case has a pineapple. I'm sitting right next to a card from one of my friends that's pineapple themed. I have a very well established brand at this point. And so I kind of just want to like fill my home with pineapples and things that are cheerful and make me happy. So I noticed that there was a whole bunch of kitchen stuff in this sale that incorporated pineapples. And so I bought a bunch of it. I say a bunch. I bought 2 things, including this cute little set of bowls. This is from Chic and Tonic, and they're like little ceramic bowls. This one, I don't know if you can tell. They're very finely detailed on the outside, but it has yellow around and blue in the middle. And then there are little pineapples like raised in detail on the outside. So it's a set of 3 bowls. Unfortunately, there's only one that actually has the pineapple detail, but the other ones I think are really pretty as well. So these have like a blue sort of geometric texture on the outside, and then they're yellow in the middle. The other pineapple thing that I got is also from Chic and Tonic, and I'm not going to take it out of the packaging because I want it to stay clean, but it's this cute little ice cube tray. So the tray itself is shaped like a pineapple, but then also the individual spots where you would fill it with water are also individually pineapple shaped. I've never owned like a silicone ice cube tray before. I've only ever had like the hard plastic ones, and I imagine that will be a lot easier to like remove the ice cubes from, because usually we're like twisting it, we're banging it on the counter or something, like making an awful racket. So that'll probably be a little bit easier to use, and it's really cute. So like with the bowls, when I get my own place, I want my kitchen to have blue as kind of the main color. So I already have like some dish towels and stuff from when I was living in university that were like aqua blue and white. I have a couple bowls that are blue on the outside, and I think blue is just like a really calming color. I think it's really pretty, and then I think yellow is kind of a nice accent color to go along with blue. So I had ordered from the FabFitFun sale a cute little dish towel that was blue and had some lemons on it. And I think it said like squeeze the day or something, like some cute pun to do with lemons. And actually, when I got my order, it was missing, but there was something else in here instead that I didn't order. So I contacted them and I said, like, was this just a substitution? Like, it was still listed on my packing slip. It was still listed on like the receipt that they emailed to me. So I hadn't been informed if this was just like a substitution, like maybe they ran out of the towel or something. And the person I spoke to was very nice, very efficient. I really appreciated their help. They said like, no, this was just a mistake. So they are going to send me the towel after the fact, which is fantastic. And I did offer to send this other thing back, and they said I didn't have to. So yay, I got it for free. And it is a cute set of an oven mitt and a pot holder, or like a hot pad. I don't know. People have different names for these. So you can like use it to pick something up that's hot, but you can also just set it down to protect like your table or your counter, put like a hot dish on top of it. So these are great. And I think they might have actually been worth more than the towel that I paid for. So, you know, they don't really go with the whole kitchen theme, but like they're bright and bold and fun. I'm not going to complain. They were free after all. So I got those as kind of like a bonus. The final thing that I got in my add-on box is also a kitchen item. It is, ooh, box is broken. It is this cute set of plates from Kate Spade. I adore Kate Spade, like housewares, and they're usually so expensive, but even just to look at, like they're so whimsical, so pretty. They've had her plates and stuff in like add-ons before, but for some reason I think these were cheaper than they usually are. I don't know why, if this was like an older maybe pattern that they were kind of like trying to sell off and get rid of. But so it's a set of 4 plates, and they are melamine, so you can't put them in like the microwave. They're very stuck. But they are dishwasher safe. So there's 4 plates, but that's like 2 patterns, 2 of each. So one has these cute little like orange slices and a lemon on it, and then these other ones, which I like these ones better, these are like plaid, just like rainbow colors. So I think these are adorable just as like a cute little lightweight plate. They'd be great for picnics probably, because melamine is really hard to break. And, you know, like serve a piece of cake or eat like a little breakfast bagel on these. And I'm so excited to have these because I think they're really bright and cheerful and are going to be really fun to use. So that's the end of the box. I think spring add-ons are over for everybody. Like they do the annual member sale first, and then they like wait a couple days, and then they have the seasonal member stuff. They got to me pretty quickly considering everything that's going on, and considering I live in Canada where shipment for FabFitFun usually takes a little bit longer. But I think there's probably going to be like an edit sale or something coming up soon, where there will no doubt be like a repeat of some of the items in the previous sale, or like new items from these same brands. I'll have a link below where you can sign up. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more from me, please consider subscribing. Have a great day. Bye.